Alright, I'm here going to explain the difference between the two Killer Instinct boards, Killer Instinct 1 and the Killer Instinct 2. There's a little variation you could do with the Killer Instinct 1 board, and I'll explain that right now. Killer Instinct 2, it's a fun game, it's not as fun as the first one, but this is a dedicated Killer Instinct 2 board. And how you can tell that is right here. I know it's hard to see on the video, but the chip number, surface mounted chip number U96 says KI2 on there. This board here could only be a Killer Instinct 2. Right here is where the hard drive would go, or flash drive if you have that. Here are the 8 sound ROMs. This is just for the sound of the game, and everything else is all surface mounted. Here's the U98 for the hard drive. And make sure you don't install that backwards, otherwise you'll fry the hard drive. Alright, so this is a Killer Instinct 2 board, and you can tell by this chip right here, the surface mounted chip where it says KI2. It could only be a Killer Instinct 2 when you hook up the hard drive. This one's actually working. I have it for sale. And this is a Killer Instinct 1 board. You can tell the same chip. It says KI. There's no 2 on there. Now this is a Killer Instinct 1 board. It's very similar to the KI2 board. It's actually exactly the same, minus there's the different 8 sound ROMs. This one's actually set up. You can convert a Killer Instinct 1 into a Killer Instinct 2 with a couple things. Midway created a little PCB. These things are hard to find. I probably have about 3 or 4 in stock. This little PCB. What you do is you would put this onto where the hard drive goes, and then put a Killer Instinct 2 hard drive, and then you would change the 8 sound ROMs from Killer Instinct 1 to Killer Instinct 2. And then you would obviously change out this to match the hard drive, your U98. Alright, so you can convert a Killer Instinct 1 into a Killer Instinct 2. If you find a board like this and they're selling it for a Killer Instinct 2, and you see this little PCB on there, this little one right here, these things are actually probably about 50-60 bucks. You could, if you find them, they don't come up very often. But you can convert this board into this board. If you have the dedicated Killer Instinct 2, you cannot convert this one. This one is dedicated Killer Instinct 2. So when Midway created this little PCB, when they first started rolling out the Killer Instinct 2, they actually just use everything from the Killer Instinct 1. Alright? If you have any questions, shoot me a message and I'll do the best I can to answer it. But this is the key right here. To change a Killer Instinct 1 board into a Killer Instinct 2, you're going to need this, the 8 sound ROMs, and of course Killer Instinct 2 hard drive with the boot ROM. Alright.